I know. I know. You've clicked on this video. You've seen the thumbnail. You've seen the title and thought, you're joking. You're taking the piss. Well, he's made a Southampton video. I know. I'm shocked myself. I thought I should probably make a Southampton video. And here we are. And we're going to talk a little bit about Alcaraz. There will be a monthly review. Really, it's going to be like a 3-month review because that's how long it's been since I last did something. We're going to talk about Alcaraz because obviously big news coming out today. Alcaraz has fucked off to Italy. I'm just going to give you my thoughts. You can give me your thoughts. Should be a short video unless I start waffling, which I'm already doing. So let's just get into it. Okay, Alcaraz. He's left on loan to Juventus. 3 million. Oh, I'm going off Fab. I'm going off Fabrizio Romano here. So it may not be 100% accurate, but 3 million loan fee. And then a option to buy for 40 odd mil in the summer. Now, some people are upset. They're like, why the fuck have we got rid of Alcaraz? Some people are sort of, he's shit. I'm sort of in the middle, okay? Now, I've been very critical of Alcaraz, even last season in the Premier League. People were, believe it or not, putting him up for the Player of the Year for Southampton that season. I don't know what they saw exactly. Like, yes, I believe Alcaraz has potential. I believe he's a good player. I believe in the right system and the right team, he could definitely flourish, but not for us. I mean, he hasn't been that great for us. I do think that the system doesn't fit him. I've said it multiple times in watching Saints games where Alcaraz is involved. When he receives the ball and our defensive third, say a centre-back plays it into him or a full-back plays it into him, I don't trust him. When he plays a Finn Downs, it's different. When he played a small bone, it's different. With Alcaraz, I don't trust him. There's been many times this season and last season in the Premier League where he would do a weird flick around the corner. He'd do a no-look pass. He'd do a dummy. And all these sort of things, you're thinking, what the fuck are you doing? Now, those final third, go for it. Right? Final third, have that flair, have that creativity. No issue there. But not in the defensive third. This is where you keep shit simple. You keep shit basic. And he constantly used to do it. And I think that's why Russell Martin stopped picking him. Genuinely, I thought he sort of turned into a, we're losing, bring him on. Hopefully he can do something. We're drawing, bring him on. Hopefully he can do something. He never went, Alcaraz is going to win us this game. He's going to start, he's going to win us this game. I don't think that's been really the case once this season. Now, for me personally, my personal opinion, as I've said before, I think he has good potential. I think he's technically very good, but I do think he's young. He makes very basic mistakes in possession, and I do think he's a bit too risky in our defensive third, right? And I've said that. So, for this move, first of all, what the fuck? Random move. I didn't even know about it until it happened. To Juventus is one thing. 40 mil potential buy option is another thing. But I don't mind the move. I don't think Alcaraz has a place in Russell Martin's team. I don't think he can really trust him to play in any role in this team. You have the Stuart Armstrong sort of role, who's sort of a 10, sort of a centre mid, sort of a winger. He sort of combines that all. And I think Brooks, what did I say Brooks? I think it's David. I don't know. Brooks, I think, will be able to fit that role as well. So him and Armstrong will sort of be able to fit that role. But as an Alcaraz, he's obviously not an 8. He's only a 10. Can only play as a 10. And I think he can only play as a 10 where he's fully allowed freedom. And I don't think in the system he's allowed that. For a team that's very heavy possession-based, he's not good in possession in terms of keeping it. Like, he wants to play risky passes. He wants to try and do something different, which is fine. But it's not fine in a team that's built on patience and is built on sort of building out from the back, playing simple, basic passes to sort of move the opposite around, not having, let me bounce past the Alcaraz, and the next thing you know, you've passed Alcaraz, he's done a fucking dummy, and you're thinking, what the fuck are you doing? So, the outcomes of this move, first outcome, the obvious one, that could happen, he goes to Juventus, does well, they go 40 mil. Sweet out, 40 mil, what a deal. I'll take 40 mil every other fucking week. Okay, second option, he goes to Juventus, doesn't play, comes back. Doesn't really matter. He still has about 4 years on. All right, 4-year deal or something like that, right? He still has many years on a contract. Next option is he does sort of well at Juventus, improves a bit, but Juventus like, nah, 40 mil, that's a bit much. And then either, now that splits into two options, butterfly effect, two options, whether we get promoted to the Premier, we go, okay, Alcaraz had experience in Italy playing for Juventus, he's done well, we can try and find a spot for him in the team, or we sort of go, well, he's played at Juventus, he did well, we can sell him. So in reality, I don't think there's any issue with this move, in my opinion. Obviously, other people have different opinions, but I don't think Alcaraz has a spot on this team. I don't think Alcaraz has done enough to deserve a spot on this team. I think whether that's internally there's something wrong, maybe he's not understanding what Russell wants, blah, blah, blah. There's many things that could be the case that obviously I would have no clue, you would have no clue, because we're not involved at the club. But from an outside person looking in, it just feels like he doesn't fit. He just doesn't fit in the team. And so I'm not against this move. It surprised me, for sure, but I'm not against this move at all. And I think it honestly is probably the best move for Alcaraz. I mean, it gives him 6 months to try and prove himself at a top team in a top league and maybe sort of create a pathway for him there. He's going to be playing with better players, better team, probably better system for him especially. And then he's probably going to be allowed to be more creative and sort of, you fuck up front and you do what you do. So I think it's a good move for Alcaraz. I think it's a good move for us as well. And I don't see many issue with it, to be honest. I think David Brooks takes a spot happily. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know what you think about Alcaraz moving, what you think the likely outcome is in the summer, whether Juventus trigger the buy option, whether they go, he's shit and he comes back to us, whether he plays a part if we get promoted next season or we sell him in the summer. Let me know all your thoughts. And that's going to be this video. There will be a preview out tomorrow, I think, hopefully, which will be, no, preview, fucking hell, man, amount of practice, be a review of the last few months, and then I probably will do some sort of previews here and there. I'm trying to increase the Southampton content, obviously, because that's what this channel is supposed to be. I just got to find the right place for it, where I'm not just spending time, 15 minutes, just talking the same shit every week, which was what it was becoming. So, yeah, I'll sort that out, but I hope you all enjoyed. Like, subscribe if you did, and I'll see you boys in the next video.